Hey, it is September the 2nd already, 2018. And y'all, I'm finally getting into some of the details and able to dive into some research while I have a little bit of time. And while I'm doing so, I wanted to share with y'all like a little bit of a technique, I guess, that I've been using. It's just something that's kind of developed itself, especially with situations like this. If you ever find yourself researching a situation like this, it's very widely publicized, especially like by, for example, Google. A technique that I've been developing is where you look to see what Google has to say, and believe you me, Google is going to have a lot to say. Them and their partners. You got Vox, for example, Los Angeles Times, The Hill, TMZ, Sun Sentinel. Believe it or not, all these people are very much in league with YouTube, with Google, and things of this nature. So this is why they get on the trending and stuff. That's why they're at the tip top. I like to take a look at what Google's saying because, it kind of gives me some sort of idea as to where to start my research. A lot of times, like, I'll get a whole bunch of research and I won't know where to start. It's just so much and it's kind of frustrating. But if you let Google give you the idea, Google let you know probably what to look into. Speaking of that, I thought we'd go ahead and do that and practice that a little bit right here, right now. Like I said, it's September the 2nd. And so we're checking out headlines. We went straight to Google and just only typed in Parkland. And so this is what we're seeing. We're going to go through this deal, which is, basically, would that be the trending tab? The trending tab of Google. So 2 hours ago, Parkland and Jacksonville shooting survivors organized fundraiser for the Madden thing. And that's good. I endorse that personally. If they're going to do that, it sounds good. I heard they're having a live stream. Alright, and I hope that they practice safety and security there, to be honest with you. To be real honest. Here's the next one. Los Angeles Times, action. We need an album. Mother of Parkland shooting victim turns her thing. I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about, but it is talking about the mother of the Parkland, one of the Parkland victims who's now on the school board. And God bless her. I hope she does a really good job. Alright, I hope she's on the school board where work needs to be done. Certainly. Alright. So I'm endorsing that as well, at least for the time being. I really don't know what else she has to say about stuff. The Hill says Parkland student rips. Whoever that student is, and who cares, I guess. The nameless Parkland student rips Rubio for complaining about Neil Armstrong movie. Like, who could possibly care? But that's trending from The Hill. Who could possibly care about that? Here's one thing that is kind of interesting. All right. I want to stop and dwell upon this before I read it. I know we're all being gender fluid and stuff here. We're very tolerant in a sense here, right? Whatever you want to be, go ahead and be whatever you want to be. Leave comments and things. We support that. We support your free speech. This is unfortunate, right? Am I right? Or I might be totally personally wrong about it. But does this person not look like a clown? That's not to say that she looks like a clown. I bet you she didn't look like a clown in real life. This happens to be a terrible picture of her, though. A terrible picture. Alright? I'm not saying Emma Gonzalez looks any sort of way. I don't know. This picture is the most atrocious picture you could probably find of somebody. You want to make her out to look like a clown, and that's TMZ. I'll shout out to Emma Gonzalez. No disrespect to you, Emma Gonzalez. I'm sure you're very attractive anyways. TMZ picked out the most atrocious picture that they could of you. So congratulations to them. But anyways, it says Parkland shooting survivor Emma Gonzalez files for we call BS trademark. She wants to trademark the phrase we call BS. Get going. I don't think anybody cares. On Parkland shooters playlist, popped up. See, this is the news for you, dude. And I just got to show you, Sun Sentinel is the most shameless out of all of them, hands down. They're going for a record. They forgot a long time ago what shame is, and so they're talking about, oh, he played Pump It Up Kicks on his playlist and blah, blah, blah. First of all, anybody who's researching this at all, for any reason, they know about this song and they heard this song and they've heard it mentioned before. And this was a long time ago. So you think you're bringing us the news 2 days ago. I beg to differ. And, that's the thing about it. That's all charade anyways. You're not trying to bring us the news. You're trying to further incriminate this young boy about stuff and research that we found out a long, long time ago, even though we're not being paid to do it, and you're being paid to do it. And you do a terrible job. All right, and I'll leave it at that. But just go a little bit further. Refinery 29, publication I never heard of. Says mother of Parkland victim Alyssa Aldahoff wins her local election, and I'm happy for her, man. I'm happy. I don't know anything about it. No Justin Timberlake, but another big name act made headline actions for blah blah blah. The shooting to take away everybody's guns, probably. Although I don't know anything further. Sun Sentinel one more time says in Parkland they tend to others' pain while ignoring their own. They tend to others. Oh, okay, I don't know. They're talking about something stupid. But as you would imagine, all right. So that's a feel for what they're talking about. Absolutely nothing to do with anything. Everybody's standing around calling each other good people. Shootings are still going on or something like that. They draw Rubio into it, and it's like they're going nowhere with it. But basically, they give us a feel for what we should dive into. That being said, I'm about to dive into it, and I'll let you know before long. All right, and I appreciate y'all, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.